Godspeed.
Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there, what is going on? My name is Andrew, and we are here with another trailer reaction. Today we're going to be watching a trailer for the upcoming film The Experimenter, starring Peter Sarsgaard and Winona Ryder. It's the life story of Stanley Milgram. If you don't know who he is, back in the 1960s, he was doing these psychology experiments. It's a very fascinating story. If you've never heard it, I really suggest you read up on it because it really is fascinating. Back in the 1960s, he was doing these experiments where people were willing to do things they normally wouldn't do if the person telling them to do said thing came from a place of authority. So he would actually have people go and wear lab coats and they would tell people, we need you to ask this person questions. And every single time they get a question wrong, you give them a little shock. And every single time they get one wrong, the shock goes up in voltage. And people were actually willing to put another person through physical harm just because somebody in a lab coat was telling them that it was okay. And the reason he was doing this is to try and understand how German soldiers during the Holocaust could possibly go through with such horrendous acts. And it was because they were being told to from a place of authority. So I've read a bunch about this. Every single psychology class you ever take, they're going to talk about Stanley Milgram and the stuff that he did. So this is going to be a fascinating story. I'd love to see what the trailer has for us. So let's jump right into it and see what it has.
Rug, pillow, hair, grass. Incorrect. 165 volts, strong shock.
Let me out of here. I will not be part of the experiment anymore.
He says he's not going to go on. Please continue.
He says he doesn't want to go on.
We must continue.
In nearly every case, the essential results are the same. They hesitate, sigh, tremble, and groan, but they advance to the last switch, 450 volts, because they're politely told to.
I'm Stanley Milgram, and this is an experiment. The man in the other room wasn't being shocked.
Let me out of here.
Can you please go check that everything's okay?
Continue, please.
We wanted to get true reactions from people. The experiment's about obeying orders.
You could be dead in there.
Please continue.
Social relations. What does that mean?
Everything from the way people talk in elevators to the study of conformity, authority.
How do human beings participate in destructive, inhumane acts?
Why is defiance the anomaly instead of the norm?
Why didn't I stop? Because he told me to continue.
Let me out.
You tell
Yep.
yourself,
Why don't I have a choice?
I wouldn't do that.
Have you done it?
I'd never do that.
That really hurts.
I don't like hurting anyone.
Let me out.
This part's where the experiment really begins.
Oh, so does he
Your
break the
brother's
fourth
turning into
wall?
a fictional character.
Critics insist you're callous,
Unethical.
deceitful,
No one
repugnant.
was forced.
You're invested in the idea of authority, and you love lording it over all of us.
The person has a choice.
Son of a bitch.
He or she chooses obedience, awareness, liberation, life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, if you've never read about Stanley Milgram's experiments, you got it. It's so fascinating. It really is. So based on that trailer, I can see that it's possible he's going to be breaking the fourth wall and talking directly to the audience, which, you know, for a psychologist, that's kind of a really cool thing that they're going to be doing in the movie. A lot of people don't like it whenever characters break the fourth wall. They think that it takes them out of the film. But it's possible that this film is trying to be more than that, that you yourself are part of the experiment. And that's why he's talking directly to you. And I think that is really cool. The performances from this, I've always enjoyed everything Peter Sarsgaard has done. Even like Green Lantern, I know a shit ton of people hate that movie. I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people did. But Winona Ryder has more than proven herself to be an amazing actress. So I would be very interested to see what comes from this movie. So, yeah, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button over there. And if you look in the top right corner there, you'll see a little card. That'll take you over to our other channel, Game Geeks, where we do lots of Let's Plays and walkthrough guides of certain video games. Right now we're playing Bloodborne, and coming this weekend, we are going to be releasing a group playthrough of Soma. We haven't played it yet, but we hear it's a terrifying game. It's the same people that played Amnesia. So if you want to watch me and a couple other people scream like little children, yeah, that's going to be the video to watch. And at the end of the month, whenever Halo 5 Guardian comes out, we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the campaign. So make sure you guys are tuned in for those. Last thing, if you really wouldn't mind, support me on Patreon, because we're all going to make these channels better together. Just got our first Patreon's patron. Who's going to be number 2? Is it going to be you? We'll find out. Thank you to everybody for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Godspeed.
We're kind of funny, and this video is over.